Hey guys, it's Rob here and welcome back to another video. So we have a lot to talk about. I just got back from work. If you guys don't know, I do contract work where I paint, build stuff, break things down. Jack of all trades, I guess you could say. And while I was at work, a Nintendo Direct, actually not a Nintendo Direct, two Nintendo Directs. They were announced while I was working and they were part of a Nintendo Direct leak that we covered on the very same day that it was released. Or revealed, I mean. And there was some key information in that Nintendo Direct leak about the Nintendo Switch 2 that we're going to talk about and speculate in this video as well. And some new stuff has actually popped up about Call of Duty on the Nintendo Switch too. So if you guys are enjoying the Nintendo Direct videos and Nintendo Switch 2 videos, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe if you end up enjoying this video and dislike if not. So Nintendo has finally announced their Nintendo Direct. Early this morning, Nintendo dropped this tweet right here and this is what it says. Join us tomorrow, August 27th at 7 a.m. PT for an Indie World showcase followed by a Nintendo Direct partner showcase. The live stream featuring both presentations back to back will be roughly 40 minutes in total. Now the reason why this is pretty big is because this Nintendo Direct was actually leaked out early, and this post has some pretty interesting information. This is what it said, and keep in mind this is from Family Boards and this is the person who basically gives the rundown of what he said in the podcast. According to our own @Brazil, the journalist who broke the news about the 2025 Switch 2 release, Nintendo seems to have brought forward some plans regarding the Switch 2's release schedule. So already right off the bat, that's pretty interesting. So keep that part in the back of your mind when I talk about this next part. Some presentations, he doesn't specify which ones, that were scheduled for the end of September seem to have been brought forward to the next couple weeks. He also says the current podcast, link below, should be one of the last before news about the Switch 2 really starts to pop up. So what does that all mean? We covered a lot of this in the last two videos, but overall what this means is that his information about the Nintendo Directs were correct. He also came out and said that the Nintendo Museum Nintendo Direct wasn't the one he was talking about and one was still coming, and we got the Nintendo Direct. So that Nintendo Direct leak was completely true. So this makes me wonder, is the part about the Nintendo Switch 2 also being true? Is this a sign that we're going to be getting that Nintendo Switch reveal very soon, maybe within the next month? Now of course this all depends on if PH Brazil's information is correct. I mean, one could say that they guessed the Nintendo Direct release and they just got lucky, but I find that hard to believe because Nintendo usually doesn't do a Nintendo Direct in August. They usually do it in September. It's been a pretty consistent pattern for the past 7 or 8 years or however long the Nintendo Switch has been out. So I would assume because he got the release for the Nintendo Direct right, he does have some kind of inside knowledge. And if that is the case, then we could be seeing Nintendo Switch news pop up like they say. And funny enough, that's not the only sign of Nintendo Switch 2 getting news or just Nintendo Switch 2 being more talked about around these gaming companies and Nintendo themselves. Other than the fact that they're just two presentations put together, which makes it seem like Nintendo is trying to get these out so they can do something in the future in September or October, like the Switch 2 reveal. It was also reported on August 17th that the Switch 2 will be reportedly entering mass production in a few months. I mean, if that's the case, then a Switch 2 reveal is more than likely gonna be very close, right? And this is why you're seeing a lot of channels post their thumbnails and titles that this means something big for the Nintendo Switch 2, because it just means something big for the Nintendo Switch 2 because PH Brazil's Nintendo Direct leak was completely right. Sometimes these leaks do end up being right. Sometimes they can be fake, yes, but sometimes they're right. Now, Nintendo has already confirmed that the Nintendo Switch 2 won't be at this Nintendo Direct. They've been doing that on any kind of Nintendo Direct. They did that on the Museum Direct, and I think they did it on the Direct before that. But there are some games that have potentially leaked out that will be at this Nintendo Direct. Now, if you guys already watched the videos and you already know about that, click the top right corner on why I think The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker belongs on the Nintendo Switch, and my kind of response to people who say it doesn't belong on the Nintendo Switch, because people have said that. And if not, let's go on to this new finding. So if you guys remember, Call of Duty was supposed to come to the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo platforms going forward over, I think it was like the next 10 years. And now we have a new development on that front. This is what My Nintendo News has to say. The official Call of Duty Brazil X account has started following a range of Nintendo influencers from the country and replied with the eyes emoji on the post mentioning the Nintendo Partner Direct, which airs tomorrow at 7 a.m. PT, 3 p.m. UK time. Now, before anyone gets really excited about Call of Duty Black Ops 6 hitting the Nintendo Switch, they also mention in the article that it could as well be the Call of Duty mobile port, or it could be a classic collection of Call of Duty games. But overall, that is pretty exciting. I mean, I like the older Call of Duties, not the newest ones. I like the more arcadey Call of Duty myself, so that is pretty cool, and maybe I'll try it out on the Nintendo Switch. Who knows, maybe I'll do some kind of review or something. Now, just like we covered on the last couple episodes, there are some other games that have leaked out ahead that could potentially show up at this Partner Direct. Recently, there was a retail listing for MySims on the Nintendo Switch, and according to Kotaku, who's claiming that this is going to be a remaster of MySims of sorts, they say. So a remaster of MySims could end up being on the Nintendo Switch or some way, shape, or form in this IP. So if we do see that at the Nintendo Direct, I'm not too surprised at it. Now, funny enough, that's not the only third-party games that could end up showing at this Partner Direct. There also are games from Ubisoft. So there was a rumor going around the 15th, the same thing around the production of the Switch 2. Around that time frame, I should say, that Ubisoft was preparing for the Nintendo Switch 2. They were getting some games ready. This is what tweaktown.com has to say. Ubisoft is rumored to be preparing for the launch of Nintendo's next generation console, which is presumably called the Nintendo Switch 2, giving the absolute home run success of the Nintendo Switch. The latest rumors come from Nintendo leaker Nash Weedle, who took to X, formerly Twitter, to announce that Ubisoft is currently working on ports of Assassin's Creed Shadows that is planned for the Nintendo Switch 2. In addition to the latest Assassin's Creed game, which is scheduled to release later this year, coming over to the Nintendo's next console, Ubisoft is also rumored to be working on Switch 2 ports for the following Assassin's Creed titles: Assassin's Creed Mirage, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and Assassin's Creed Origin. And this part is actually pretty cool. Notably, Weedle points out that Ubisoft is planning on bundling Odyssey and Origins together. Now that would be pretty cool. Now I know a lot of people don't like these open world Assassin's Creed games. I'm actually pretty excited for Assassin's Creed Shadows. The gameplay looks really fun, and I'm a sucker for open world games, so I'll try it out. But this would be really cool, especially Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Origins. I feel like there are a lot of fans of those games, and Mirage too. Mirage is a classic Assassin's Creed game, or at least as close as we can get to the classic Assassin's Creeds for now. So to see them show up on the Nintendo Switch 2, and who knows, maybe they'll announce them at the Nintendo Direct tomorrow. Not for the Nintendo Switch 2 specifically, they can always come to the original Nintendo Switch, and then later say, hey, a Nintendo Switch 2 version is coming as well. Or maybe that'll be like the free upgrade. So we could see those at the Nintendo Direct. Personally, I would love that on the Nintendo Switch. I mean, it's open world. I love open world games, and it's on the Nintendo Switch for that portability factor. That's one of the great things I love about the Nintendo Switch, the portability factor. In fact, today on the way to work, I was playing Cat's Quest 3, and it's actually pretty fun. I was actually kind of surprised at how great the gameplay is, and the fact that you can actually attach different types of loot that you can get from around the world is also really cool, because I am a sucker for loot. I love looter shooters, anything that has a gear system, so that's why I've been playing a lot of Destiny recently. In fact, funny enough, even though I thought the Borderlands movie was really bad, it kind of made me want to play Borderlands. Maybe to wash my eyeballs out from just the horrible movie. It was pretty bad, guys. I'm telling you. I told you guys I was going to see it. It was pretty bad. I saw The Crow as well. That movie was also pretty bad. Anyways, I love movies, so sometimes it ends up being talked about in these videos. But anyways, back to gaming. Yeah, those are just some of the third-party rumors that we could end up seeing. Now, as far as indie games go, I'm hoping we do get a lot of great indie games. I feel like not indie games are bad right now, but as far as reveals for indie games in indie Nintendo Directs, I don't think there really has been a really great indie Nintendo Direct. There have been a couple surprises here and there, but overall, it hasn't left me wanting to buy indie games that are showcased at the indie Nintendo Direct. Although a Crab's Treasure was pretty cool. I still gotta get back to that game too. Or another Crab's Treasure it is. But anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Especially tomorrow, because I am gonna be streaming the Nintendo Direct. I will see you guys tomorrow or in the next video. Take care.